good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. This is my humble abode where I choose to celebrate the mindful practices of movement, breath, and how to choose to care for yourself in how you think. Welcome, I am Teresa Gagnon, your yoga guide, and today is a great day of discernment. Looking at the bigger picture is awesome, yet looking inside yourself is the answer. The answers are inside of you. You've heard that a zillion times over, I understand. But think of this, when you get disappointed, is it because of your expectations of the community, of the people you connect with your people around you? Yes, you will be disappointed, especially if you're not willing to look inside and discern and look at your own expectations of yourself and what blocks you, which are your fears. And when you're living your life and you're not really on that balanced awareness and seeing the truth because you're blinded by your blockages, which are your fears. Wow, that was a mouthful. So I built teresagagnon.com to help celebrate mindful movement with breath practices and choosing to, truly discern and look inside yourself and nourish yourself and care for yourself so that you can clearly communicate in this world and evolve with such love and appreciation, especially when you know that what's happening outside of yourself is quite a mere reflection. A lot of people are feeling the confusion of the paradigm shifts of where we're coming into as a human race. Look at our history of how, literally the paradigms that we once lived by are quite archaic and do need to dissolve. It's not that they were wrong or right, because in yoga, there is no right or wrong. It just is yin and yang, which is the negative and the positive, which is the dark and the light, which also doesn't mean anything that is good or bad. It just is. It's the contrast. One cannot exist without the other. Think of this. In the darkness, where the seeds incubate, we need that darkness. We need that depth. We need that placement deep inside in order to come into the light. And we need the negative foundation in order to pulsate through the positive, vice versa. So think about it. If we're continuously looking outside of ourselves, then we're not grounding ourselves and looking inside. We're not seeing our own possibilities of judgment, which are blocking us because they are our fears. So when we can look inside and start to dissolve our fears, then you'll start to feel such compassion, because if I'm doing all this work and it's intense, you'll start to have a little bit more care, or a lot more care and love for yourself, and you'll start to see it as a mere reflection in others. So it is none of our business to judge others, but to discern and to learn and grow and to help build each other up. We're meant to support, connect, and communicate. And we can only do that from a joyful, happy place and not repeat the same paradigm of war and hate if we start looking at ourselves and loving ourselves and appreciating our gifts. That's a lot for today. So today, just really start to pay attention. Are you discerning? Or are you continuously repeating that cycle of judgment? I know it takes a lot to be the black sheep, to go in your own path, to really feel that your gifts and your vocation are quite, they're part of this whole vast building up and loving yourself. Absolutely love yourself and your uniqueness. And imagine if you were just all the other sheep that were following each other off the cliff. I would rather be the black sheep than follow everybody else off a cliff. So be the pioneer, be that person that stops the insanity. And it's not judgment, it's about discerning. So waking up today to really caring for yourself and working with yourself, because you can only disappoint yourself, because it's an inside job. Nobody can disappoint you. You disappoint yourself through your expectations and through the blindness of not seeing what's blocking you, which is your own fear and your own inability to care for yourself. So today, discernment and care for yourself. And that's why I built teresagagno.com for mindful movement and breath practices. And how you choose to think is the path inside. So please subscribe every day on the mat with meditations and practices that will help you, tools that will help you to realize that you are the creator, you are the decider, and you are the leader of your own journey. Let's evolve together as a beautiful, strong race by loving ourselves first. Namaste. Please subscribe.